What's going on, guys? Brandon Card here. We're here at Rock Outdoors. We just picked up my brand new 2026 Vexus VXS21. I'm going to do a quick little walkthrough for you guys, show you all the ins and outs of this boat. Of course, I had to go with the Suzuki 250 Stealth again. This is actually going to be my 14th season with Suzuki. I cannot say enough good things about these motors. Super reliable, fuel efficient, just awesome hole shot. The list goes on and on. I love this motor. Don't have a prop on it yet. Going to put a 25 pitch Solus Scorpion prop on there here in a few days. We got 10-foot power pole blades this year. This is my first year going with the 10-footers. You know, I've always ran the 8-foot blades and love power pole, but I just thought the 10-footers would be a little bit better in some of the fisheries that we're fishing this year and a little bit, you know, deeper water. So going to put those to work this year. And of course, we had to run it back with my favorite jack plate, the Bassmaster Action Series jack plate, 10-inch setback. All right, so I went with the power pole move this year. You know, this is the first year running the power pole move. Really excited about this trolling motor. A buddy of mine has one. We took it out a couple of months ago and I tested it, and I was super impressed with how quiet this trolling motor was. Just the pedal, it's a wireless pedal, but it's super responsive and you know, really great on your battery life too. And then one more thing is it's a lot lighter than a lot of the other trolling motors on the market. So taking the weight off the front of that boat is going to allow this Vexus to go faster. I'm running a Humminbird 360 again, and Bass Boat Technologies makes an awesome mount to tie into the power pole move, which is nice. And then we got the LiveScope Plus transducer right here. So I have a Garmin 8616 running the LiveScope, and then I have a Humminbird Explorer 12, you know, for the 360 and for the mapping. So that's kind of how the front end's set up. Let's hop in the boat and I'll show you a few details about the inside of the boat. All right, guys, check out how big this front deck is. Just a huge fishing platform up here. This is an awesome boat for team tournaments. A lot of space to move around. You can actually lay an 8-foot rod down from here to there and the tips don't stick over the edge. So just super spacious up here. Huge rod locker right here on this side. You can store as many rods as you want to. This center box is where I like to put all my tackle. It's deep, so you can put some of those deeper Plano trays in there, and then put some of your soft plastics on top. And you can also use it as a rod storage as well, but I just use it for tackle. And then over here on this day box, this is where I keep more of my soft baits, you know, stuff that I'm using for that particular day, which is nice. And then up here in this one, this is kind of where I have, I got my push pole and I got life jackets and rain gear and stuff like that in that one. So that's the setup for the front. I'll show you the setup for the back of the boat. All right, here we are at the console. Went with 2 Humminbird Explorers back here at the back. These units are a little bit more affordable than the Apex series that I've been running. And then also something that's cool about these graphs is that they have the built-in Lake Master for the entire country. So that's a cool feature that the Explorer offers. Right here, probably my favorite feature on the whole boat is the airwave seats. Man, these airwave seats really take the shock out of hitting waves. You know, that was my biggest complaint with all the other boat brands in the past was, you know, it was kind of a rough ride. And, you know, making a long run, your back hurts at the end of the day. I don't get that with the Vexus. As you can see here, it just takes all the shock out. So the airwaves, super nice. Right here in the middle, we got a huge cooler. Man, you can keep ice for several days in this thing. And I like it being right here in the middle. You know, you can get your drinks and food, you know, when you're running down the lake, which is really nice. The live wells, Phenomenal live wells in the Vexus. They have what you call the intensive care live well system. And so basically what that is you know, you can operate it like a normal live well, you know, where the water just kind of overflows, or you can fill it all the way to the top, you know, basically right on the underside of these plexiglass lids. And so what that does is that takes all the air out of the live wells, and it gets rid of the slosh. So when you're making a long run back to the weigh-in, you know, I always fill my live wells all the way up to the top, and it really takes care of the fish a lot better. And then right here, just we got some huge storage bins on both sides. I like keeping my heavier, you know, tackle back here in the back. You know, my jigs, spinner baits, terminal tackle, stuff like that. And then all the way in the back, I don't have them in yet, but I got a Pro Guide lithium batteries coming in a few days. I'll be installing them. So I'll have the lithium, 236 volt run parallel for my trolling. Then I'll have an AGM for starting, and then a Pro Guide lithium to run my electronics. And we got the power pole charge, you know, charging everything up. So all in all, guys, really excited to start the 2026 season in this new boat. But come on down to Rock Outdoors. They're your local Vexus and Suzuki dealer. And then all the other equipment on this boat you can buy right here in the store. So come on down, and we'll see you guys on the water.